Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys. You guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So Konami just dropped this this out of nowhere, and this is basically Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, honestly. Now, when we get a chance to talk about this, this is interesting. I do hope that the people that this is aimed for, I hope you guys get the chance to enjoy this. I think APS is really going to get the chance to enjoy this too, because this sounds like a good, fun, alternate format that the casual player is really going to get the chance to enjoy. And I honestly am looking forward to hearing how positive. I really hope APS enjoys this, because I was just listening to their video today about the state of old Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus new Yu-Gi-Oh! And this kind of feels like a step forward in the right direction for that concept. So what is Genesys? I'm going to keep calling this Yu-Gi-Oh! So Genesys rules are simple. No link monsters or pendulum monsters are allowed. All other cards are allowed. The original field layout is used. No extra monster zones, nor pendulum zones. The standard forbidden and limited list is not used, and all cards can be used except for link monsters and pendulums. Usual limits of 3 cards, max of any, are still applies. Now, deck construction uses a point system. Some cards are assigned a point value. Most cards are cost 0, but the total point cost of cards in your main deck, extra deck, and side deck combined cannot exceed the maximum point cap of the event. Now, standard point cap is going to be 100, but events can run with any point cap or even a 0 point cap. Official tournament stores can set their own caps for their store tournaments. Now, that is kind of impressive. Now, they've generated this whole list of cards, and I want you to know that there are, down here, 505 entries into this particular list of things. Now, these are basically going to be, this is how they're going to use the Forbidden and Limited list effectively in this make-believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Format, where, you know, you're going to have power cards, but, you know, and hand traps are going to cost actual value, you know. Actually seeing, you know, actual things. The barrier statues actually heavily cost things. Branded fusion cost 66 points. This is basically Commander. Yeah, I have a feeling that they took a look at Magic's Commander and they said, hey, we need to do something for the casual player base. And I have a feeling that they've been working on this for a decently long time. Now, we'll come back to this here in a second, because I gotta come on over here to this. So, introducing Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG and Genesys. Looking for something new, a different way to duel. Get some old friends that you'd like dueling with. Again, get ready for TCG Genesys. Genesys is a fully supported tournament system we've been working on for over 2 years that you can play at your local official tournament store and soon at TCG level and YCS level. So keep that in mind. There are going to be competitive events for this, and a lot of duelists have already played it. All of the Rivalry of the Warlords decks at the Warrior Championship qualifier were actually Genesys decks. Surprise. That's actually kind of crazy, because they had the testing already in front of us. Now, if you guys know, Rivalry of the Warlords was the best ticket system that you could pick up, and I'm also going to be completely honest with you, those events were kind of butthole. You got the most random deck handed to you. Now this is going to be taking that format, and everybody's going to be playing the best deck. There will be problems here. So the rules, like we said, no pendulums, no links, no ritual, no just the standard dueling book notes. All other cards are allowed. There's no forbidden limited list. Deck construction used to the point system. Some powerful cards have a point cost when building, blah, blah, blah. Tournament organizers can adjust their cap and so forth. So what or who is this for? So Genesys was designed for everyone, but it's mostly meant as a big tent to provide a good and fun home for some duelists. Duelists looking for a less complicated game, duelists who are new to the game, duelists who have always had a favorite deck and want to play their favorite deck to be a little bit more competitive, anybody looking for a new experience or a change of pace, duelists who love a deck building challenge, and everyone who just can't get enough dueling. I don't particularly care about this. I'm still going to stick to competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But okay, so what's next? We're going to have early access for a bit. During early access, we'll have a browser-based deck builder site for you to build your deck list. Have it count up your points and make sure your deck is legal. Download a copy, print it out, and take it to a tournament, which is right here, by the way. They actually built this. Now, I do hope that they don't take this away because I do kind of like the fact that we have an official tool that we can use for this. Now, official tournament stores can run officially sanctioned events starting today. After a couple weeks, we'll start running Genesys Invitationals at a major events like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series. They're going full crazy with this. So here's how Genesys Invitationals will work. Multiple 16-player mini tournaments will be ran on Saturday. The first and second place finishers in each of these will get a place to play on the main invitational held on that Sunday. All right, we've dug into the vault for some special prizes to hand out, like the original SJC Dark End Dragon prize card plus giant cards like a supersized pot of greed. All right. I see we're just busting out the prize cards here, which is incredibly crazy. I have a feeling this will get its own prize cards eventually. Genesys Invitationals are planned for these upcoming YCSs. So, Anaheim, Brazil, Pittsburgh, and even Mexico. For Europe, Genesys kicks off with an invitational at YCS Bologna on November 22nd and 23rd. Stay tuned for full details when that FAQ goes up. And the first full American full-on Genesys YCS, where the main event itself will be Genesys format, is coming in 2026. We're going to talk about Genesys and how it works in the days to come with multiple articles each day here, so stay tuned. I don't like the fact that they are doing a full-on format for this, kicking out the main event, because people still very much care about the main format, and that is going to continue to be the case. I understand that, main format's not going to be for everybody, but that's the way that people play Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, the fact that we're now emphasizing this instead of promoting Rush Duel, which would have been something we could have had over here. But I think now with Genesys, it's pretty apparent that we are not going to be getting Rush Duel. This is one, I guess, respect to Konami for trying to design a format for the casual player. This has been a problem for a very long time, and they finally have, I think, fixed this. Art Mage is going to be a deck that will be very fun. Trying to remember what was available in Rivalry, and there was some hero stuff. I know Art Mage was specifically a choice. There's a lot of other interesting things. I do see, hey look, guys, Contact C, 100 points. Holy crap. Cornfield, that's a lot. Creature Swap is a 1-pointer. Crimson Dragon is a 1-pointer. The fact that certain cards have 1-pointers, Ghost Terminal is a 1-pointer, that's interesting. Plasma also is 20 points. Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is some points. It looks like just playing... They don't want you to play Floodgates in this format. Or if you're going to play Floodgates, you're not going to be allowed to do it at a good rate. Especially look at the Flunderies cost here. All of these are incredibly expensive. They actually... It's taken them 2 years. I have a feeling that they had to sit down. Kaiser Coliseum is a 100-pointer. I mean, I'm not gonna spend that many points to try to play that, but that's crazy. Maxi is a 50-pointer. Well, I mean, I guess you can draw cards, but It's only going to be able to get you so far in this format. Pot of Greed is 30 points. Okay. Why? Pot of Prosperity is 40. Sure, man. Interesting. I don't know. I think that this format is good for the intended purposes that it is. But what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.